Well, where were you born? I should say.
I don't remember. I was
You weren't there.
Wayne County over at Fairfield,
Fairfield.
close to Fairfield.
Fairfield.
She was a secretary. She came from Carmine. She and Blanche Hayes, Blanche Hamilton, Blanche Hayes Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Card, who was head of poultry at the University of Illinois, was down to Carmi to some kind of a poultry meeting.
Mm.
And he said to Ruby and Blanche, they both worked at, well, you won't understand this, but the AAA office in Carmi. That was the agricultural adjustment
Okay.
under Franklin Delano
It was
Roosevelt.
one of those.
Said, we need secretaries up at the university. Why don't you come up there? So they came up there, and they both went to work for the animal science. And I delivered the mail to animal science.
Mm-hmm. And one day you delivered flowers with the mail. Is that?
One day the Plowboy Prom was to be held.
Plowboy Prom. Okay.
Dick Sisney was playing. So since it was a farm thing,
Mm-hmm.
Mom says, well, let's fix up a corsage. So we fixed up a corsage of onions and flowers and all kinds of crazy stuff. And that was the first date I had with Ruby.
Good.
Just what we've been saying.
Yeah. Yeah, we can.
Yeah, I've had a good life. I've had a good life.
Yeah.
I've had a good life. I've been lucky.
Yeah. When was your first child born?
Oh, Elaine was born in 1944.
So it's Elaine.
After they came back.
Then
Mike.
Sharon was born in 48, and Fred in 52, and Carol Jean in 54.
Your family on the farm.
Well, there's three of us boys, never no girls.
Hmm.
That's the reason they're called sons.
Hmm.
No, my mom used to say I had no girls or all sons. Anyway, Carol was older than I am. I'm the middle one, and Myron was 2 years, a little over 2 years younger. But they're both gone.
Hmm.
They're both gone. Myron was in the service. I wasn't in the service.
Mm-hmm. What about your parents? What were their names? Your parents, what were their names?
Oh, my mother's name was Elma. She was a LeCroy. I've been digging up all of that stuff. And my dad was Jess. I don't know where
You going into the family Bible there?
yeah, it's mine.
Straight down the side, is that some of it?
What, honey?
Your other stuff is on the side.
That notebook of mine. I don't see a notebook.
Is it a black notebook?
That picture's not in here, is it? It's in that
Is it a black notebook?
folder.
The folder's right down there.
Yeah, down where?
Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's
Oh,
right there.
here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I am gonna try to shut that door now.
They had big families.
Yeah. This is your mom's side?
No, that's my dad's side.
Yeah. Okay.
My grandfather is the one sitting down, that one right there, the white suit.
Yeah. The one my thumb's on right here.
Those are his brothers. There was 7 of those boys,
Wow.
2 girls.
Do you know what year this was taken?
No, I don't know what year this was taken, and I don't know how it got on the internet, but it came off the internet.
I found it on Ancestry.
Wow.
That,
It says something about 1934 in the back here.
well, I think.
Yeah.
They were dying off pretty fast in 1934, but
Because, I mean, they must have been born before the Civil War?
No,
Around the Civil War?
1870.
1870? Yeah,
Oh.
that's right. 'Cause yeah. Wow.
these
And actually, 1860 was the Civil War.
Yeah. So, yeah. It's incredible.
this
Let's see what we got here.
it came from Kentucky.
Yeah. Glen F. Sons, born 2nd of May, 1917.
Yeah,
Mama's Elma LaCroix. She was born in. You said he got married in 1890? And she was born in 1891. Yeah. 1891. Wow.
the LeCroix. We've got all the stuff on the LeCroix. I
Mhm.
didn't do it.
Well, yeah, your grandparents were born in. Your grandpa was born in 1853, so. Yeah. Wow.
That's about right. That's about right. Pretty rugged back then.
Yeah.
The old day conveyance was horse and buggy, or horseback.
Wow.
What was it? The first automobile was 1910, somewhere around there. Here's Grandpa and Grandma LeCroix, our sons.
Yeah. Is this all off the internet? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Pictures he's never seen.
Wow.
This is the whole son's. This is the whole son's family.
So, did you have any? You had cousins or anything like that that you saw growing up, or was it just you and your two brothers?
Well, I had some cousins, yeah, but we didn't do a lot of visiting.
Too much work to be done.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
yeah, Dad
Only
was a big
25
farmer.
miles.
He,
That's a day's ride with a horse to see his grandparents. You ride all day to see him, spend a
Right.
day. And
we
then
were
ride all
farming
day
about
back.
400 acres.
Wow.
That was a big farm. Most people stopped at 160 acres.
Wow. 400 acres for pretty much a man and his two young sons. Right. Or were you paying people to help you?
I had two brothers.
Yeah,
So
three.
there's three of us. But my older brother, he didn't want to stay on the farm at all. He went to work for an electric company, and
Mm-hmm.
that was tough times. 1930s, 29, 30s.
Right.
Dad was killed in that tractor accident in 33.
Mm-hmm. And you were what?
I was 17.
16, 17.
I was 17. I found him.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty bad.
What happened?
Well, it was a late spring, and this was in June. No, really the last part of May, around the 27th, 28th of May. And he told me, and my brother said, "You milk those cows. I'm going to go down and see if I can't plow this field." And he got about halfway across the field, and there was a little draw. And it was wet spring.
Mm.
The tractor got stuck.
Mm.
So he unhooked the plow and tried to get out, and he couldn't get out. The wheels would spin.
Mhm.
So he goes over to the fence and gets a fence post, old rotten fence post, and it wouldn't catch on the wheel. So he gets some barbed wire and he puts barbed wire around the post and around the wheel. That thing come around and hit him on the head, knocked him out, had the tractor in gear, and it fortune just raised up and fell back over.
Mm.
So I was going to school. I was driving. You didn't have to have a driver's license.
Mm-hmm. You were
So,
17 driving a
16.
Model T?
Model A.
Model A.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
And
Is that the ones you have to crank in the front? Or no?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I used to ride a horse to school. There's 2 miles to ride a horse, and my uncle was a veterinarian, and he lived less than a block from school, so
Mm.
I'd leave my horse in his barn. All day long, ride that horse home at night. But the hard roads, the slabs, they call them a slab.
Slabs. That's what they call it, the roads?
There's hard roads. Route 45.
Right.
Route 45.
And was that made of it was just asphalt?
No, it was concrete. 'Cause
Concrete.
I helped.
Wow.
When they were building that road, they built that road with frazzles with mules and horses and to
Mm.
build up the road bed.
Mm-hmm.
So I had me a job riding a horse, and I took a gallon jug and put a gunny sack around it and wet it, hang on the saddle horn, and
Uh-huh.
take it down to all the men that were working.
Uh-huh.
And of course, they made me so unhappy because before they'd take a drink, they'd take the lid off and wash the mouth of it off from the last guy that went out. I had to go get more water. Anyway, that would have been in 1930, 29.
29, so you were about 12.
30, yeah.
And did you say on the phone?
What did we grow?
What
well-
didn't you grow?
Corn, wheat, oats, because we had horses and cattle. We had to feed them, so we raised feed. Whippoorwill cowpeas. But you see what it amounts to. I lived through the horse days and to the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
Everything is done now with gasoline and power. That way, the horses that you see around here are pleasure horses. They're companion
Right.
animals. I don't see anybody. Oh, once in a while you'll see somebody driving a hack in a parade or something. But
Now there's commercial jets and space shuttles and the internet.
oh gosh, the
Explain
internet.
to me what a meg wheel has to do with running the radio. I don't understand
Yeah.
how the tractor and the meg wheel ran a radio.
Well, if you understand an electric motor, and you do because you took physics, and you should know about the soft down core and the wire around it and all of that kind of stuff. That's very basic, and that's what happens with the magneto. That's what happens with the magneto. That generates the electricity that fires the compression on the motor.
So you could listen.
So your dad dies when you're 16 on your way to school, and it's late spring, and there's still lots of lots of farming to do, and then you still ended up going to college later. Explain that line of.
No, Myron and I, we already had some crop in.
Okay.
Wheat was growing, oats was growing, and he had a good bit of corn planted, but this was a field that was kind of a wet field, and it's going to be late. So Myron and I finished up that year. We finished that crop and harvested that crop,
Wow.
And in October we had a sale and sold all the livestock and all that kind of stuff. And I've got a copy of
Wow.
all of that. And then we left the farm and we moved into town. And I got a job. They were building a new post office across the street from us. So I got a job working over there. But in the summertime, the guy that owned the house in which we moved, in Fairfield, had some reason or other, some way or another, acquired a 1020 International tractor and plow and disc. And so I got a job doing custom work, driving that tractor, doing the plow, because plowing was the hardest work and disking was the hardest work on horses.
Explain to me what custom work is and disking is.
You get so much, we would get so much an acre for plowing and so much an acre for disking that.
Mm-hmm.
And then all they had to do was you would take horses and drag a harrow over it and it was ready to plant.
And disking is just tilling it, pretty much.
Disking was a disc harrow and it had two discs. One through the soil over that way and the other pulled it back.
Okay.
So it leveled it
gotcha.
up.
Yeah, I can visualize it now.
So they sold their work.
Yeah. Okay.
So I did that summer that time, and I had told my mom, I said, I want to go to the University of Illinois. And she says, if you're going, I'm going too. So.
And your mom is 40, 50?
This was in 34.
Yeah. Okay. So she's
So
40 something.
she was 40-ish.
Yeah.
40-ish. In fact, she was going through the change of life, and
Mm-hmm.
that was hard on her. I'd wake up in the night and wonder where she was, and I'd go out and she'd be out in the barn lot crying.
Yeah.
But once something like that happens, you can't bring them back.
No. No.
But
Did you-
my dad was known so widely in Wayne County because of that thrashing and all that kind of stuff.
Mm.
That we lived 2 miles from Fairfield, and when the first one car got to the church, the last one was leaving the farm.
Wow.
2 miles of cars.
For the funeral.
That's how many. Of course, the son's family. Dad had 4 brothers and 4 sisters, so there was a lot of son's family.
Mm-hmm.
They all lived in the country.
Right.
One dad's brothers went to Moberly, Missouri. All the rest of them were.
How did your little brother take it? I mean, I know it's hard for all of you.
I don't know. I
Didn't
don't
really
know.
talk about it. Just focus on the work.
When it wound up, what really happened when Dad was killed? My older brother was already married and gone from home. He never helped us any with the farming. I was very proud of my boy ag teacher, and he helped us a whole lot that summer. And,
Who was your vocational agriculture? Is that who was your teacher?
School. And I was a senior in high school.
Okay.
And so Norman J. Smith.
Norman J. Smith.
He left Fairfield and went to Monticello, and I think he ended his career in Monticello,
Monticello,
Illinois.
Illinois. Okay.
A great guy. So I taught ag for a while.
Okay.
So I took a vocational ag course.
So you're saying your mom said, if you're going, I'm going too. So then,
Yeah.
so after that summer of working with the post office and doing the custom and the disking and all that, you sold what you had and went to Champaign?
Late July, we loaded up everything that we had, really, that we were wanting to move,
Mm-hmm.
and took it to Champaign, including the old doggy. We lost him some way. I don't know.
On the way up there?
I don't know. We lost him somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, she rented a house on Illinois Street,
Mm-hmm.
1108 or 1109 Illinois Street, which was one block from the campus. And we had 22 boys. Most of them are from Fairfield. A lot of them were from Fairfield. Not all of them, but a lot of them were from Fairfield. And she fed them. She fed them.
Wow.
But she decided that's not going to happen. So the next summer, we bought a house, $8,500 for a 13-room house.
Wow.
In Champaign, or it was in Urbana actually.
And where'd the $8,500 come from? She got a loan?
Got a loan from the bank.
Yeah.
My gosh, yeah. When we went up there that first summer, I paid $12 for a brand new push lawnmower, and I went out mowing lawns.
How much did you make from mowing lawns?
Maybe 35 cents.
Yeah. A lawn?
When school started, I got a job in the agricultural mailing room at 25 cents an hour when I was going to school, so I had to modify the amount of credits that I took, or
Right.
courses I took. But there was a positive part of that, because I delivered mail to all the ag professors and the researchers in Mumford Hall, and to the veterinarian school, and to the olericulture school, and to dairy, and all that stuff. So that helped a whole lot, because I got to know all the professors, and
Right.
I knew them by name because I was throwing their mail twice a day. Every morning I would get up and go over to the Uni Hall, which is the mail for all of the university would be left at Uni Hall, and they'd sort out the agriculture stuff, and I'd take them back down to Mumford Hall and throw all of those letters into the.
What time do you have to get up to do that?
Oh, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
Not too bad.
But then they provided a bicycle. Rain or shine, snow or whatever, you took that bicycle and delivered the mail to all of those different places on the campus. You know, we went up there the other day, not long ago, and I couldn't hardly find my way
Got
around.
lost. It's so big.
It's huge.
They have built so many buildings.
Yeah.
But I finally recognized the Wild Plots, and I knew where Wild Plots was in relation to it.
Well, you're.
Strange things what life does to you.
What do you mean?
Well, you never know what's going to happen.
No.
You never know. Now, you're going to Iceland. You have no idea what may happen there. You just think you do.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've been lucky.
Yeah.
I've been lucky.
Yeah.
I've been lucky.